How's it going, all you cool cats and kittens? Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to move on to Act 2, Scene 1. We're going to move pretty quickly through Act 2. Last video ended off with the chorus, which is technically the beginning of Act 2. It serves the same purpose as the prologue does for Act 1. It's going to set the scene for what's going to take place, and you can go back and look at my paraphrase for the chorus to get a better understanding of what it is that it's saying. Act 2, Scene 1 starts off with Romeo and his best friend Mercutio kind of going with this playful back and forth teasing. Now, it's a sense of dramatic irony, which we'll get to in a second, but it's important that we note the relationship between Mercutio and Romeo. They are best friends, thick as thieves, as one would say, and that will all be demonstrated in Act 3, Scene 1 later on. We'll see just how powerful that relationship is, but for now, we know that they are very close friends, and although it may seem like Mercutio is picking on Romeo, it is more of a playful teasing that friends would do, just kind of giving him a hard time. So as you see in lines 7 through 17, Mercutio is kind of picking fun at Romeo, teasing him for his emotional side, right? Remember, these two characters serve a purpose. They're the foil for each other. They contrast each other. Mercutio is more of the eccentric, lively, just trying to have a good time in the moment type character, whereas Romeo is more into his feelings and a softer and general type of person. There's an example of dramatic irony in lines 16 through 21 where, even though they are best friends, Mercutio doesn't quite realize that Romeo has moved on from this love for Rosaline, and in fact has fallen in love for someone else. And Mercutio is kind of teasing him about his love for Rosaline, where, as the audience, we know Romeo is over it, right? He is so much over it that he is in love with someone else. And it's kind of a interesting scenario here, because Romeo, who is very deep in his feelings, hasn't shared that information that he has moved on with his best friend. And you may ask yourself why, right? Why is a very powerful question to ask in critical thinking. We ask ourselves, why hasn't Romeo shared that information with his best friend? If you're hurting and all of a sudden you found something that relieves that pain and in fact replaces it with something as powerful and beautiful as love, wouldn't you share that with your best friend? Maybe Romeo doesn't want to share it with his best friend because it points out that he in fact wasn't in love with Rosaline as he said he was in the beginning. Okay? What does Mercutio say about blind love? If love is blind, it won't hit its target, right? Therefore, he is almost kind of making an attempt to help Romeo move on from that love that he thinks he's still in love with, right? He's saying if love is blind, it won't hit its target. She will never return his affection. She will never hit him back with the love. And so it is pointless to waste his time and his feelings and emotions loving someone that won't love him back, when in reality, he's already moved on. we'll stop here for Act 2, Scene 2. And we'll pick up when we get back. Next video. See y'all hopefully soon. I don't know when we'll be getting back to class at a regular basis. Hopefully it's sooner than later. I just know that this is a lot. I understand this is very difficult for everyone and that it's something new, but at the same time it's new and difficult for me as well. We're all in this together. We're trying to get through this as best we can. If you have any questions or need to talk to anyone, you can reach out to me or the counselors or another teacher or whomever it may be that you need to talk to kind of help you through this process, as well as if you have any questions regarding the story or my class, or if you have any questions regarding another class, reach out. Don't be afraid to ask questions. It is implored that you ask questions. Just make sure that you're talking to someone and you're not just keeping anything bottled up. We can't help if we don't know. All right, hopefully everything is doing great for y'all and y'all's families and everyone's staying safe, and hopefully we get back to school soon. See y'all next video where we go with Act 2, Scene 2, the famous balcony scene of Romeo and Juliet. And I have a funny story I'll kind of share about this scene with y'all from my high school days. All right, see y'all.